Hello you guys, 'tis the season for hot chocolate. I thought I could share with you guys today two different types of hot chocolate, an Italian style hot chocolate and an American style hot chocolate. I grew up drinking both types, guys. Both are delicious but very different from each other. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite and let me know which one you prefer, which one is your favorite. That being said, let's get started and let's make these. So we're going to start by making the Italian hot chocolate first. To a saucepan over low heat, I'm going to add some milk, and you're going to reserve 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, and you'll see why in just a moment. In this other bowl, I have some cocoa powder and cornstarch. We're going to make a slurry, so go ahead and add the remaining milk, and you want to mix until you get a smooth paste. This will just prevent lumps in your hot chocolate. Now in Italy, as you just saw, we do like to add cornstarch to our hot chocolate. This will result in a much thicker and creamier hot chocolate. I've also added the sugar. The sugar quantity in this recipe is variable. If you want a sweeter hot chocolate, you can add more sugar. You're going to give everything a good stir, and this mixture needs to come to a gentle simmer. If it doesn't come to a simmer, the cornstarch will not activate, so keep an eye on this, and as soon as this starts to thicken up, you can turn off your stove and stir in the dark chocolate. The heat of the milk mixture will melt the chocolate, so continue stirring and you'll get the most beautiful, smooth hot chocolate. Okay, so moving on, we're going to make the American hot chocolate and then we'll compare the two. So again, you're going to start out with some milk. We're serving 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, just like we did before. Here, I have some cocoa powder. The ratio of cocoa powder to milk is much less, and there's no cornstarch. Go ahead and make the slurry again before adding this to the milk, and the sugar quantity again is variable in this recipe. Now, because there's no cornstarch, we really don't have to wait for this to boil, guys. As soon as it starts to heat up, it's basically done. So it's much faster to make. So let this heat up and then stir in the chocolate, which is much less than the chocolate that we added in the Italian hot chocolate. Okay, so mix until the chocolate fully dissolves and this is ready to enjoy. As you can see, American hot chocolate is much thinner. It's very similar to a hot chocolate milk, let's say. It's also much lighter in flavor because of the low ratio cocoa powder chocolate to milk. Italian hot chocolate, on the other hand, is almost like eating a thin chocolate pudding. It's so thick and creamy that we usually like to serve it with a spoon. And flavor-wise, it has a bold and intense chocolate flavor because of the high ratio of chocolate to cocoa powder to milk. That being said, you can play around with the ratios and develop your own perfect hot chocolate. I personally love both. However, if I had to choose, I know this may come as a shocker to some people, especially my mother. I would choose American hot chocolate because it's much lighter. I'm definitely able to finish a whole cup of American hot chocolate, whereas Italian is definitely more challenging, let's say. I love to add a lot of mini marshmallows to mine. There's no such thing as too many marshmallows, guys. But I'd love to know which one you prefer.
Tell me how to be closer to ya. Tell me how, and I'll do it, babe. 'Cause I just want